Okay, today we're going to be talking about section 6.4, which is talking about variables with rational exponents. Now, a rational number is any number that can be expressed as a fraction. Now, what we are going to constantly be saying in here is power over root. Power over root means the power goes to the base of the exponent, and the root is what's inside the check mark, which is the index. Okay? So with that said, okay, so the power goes to the base of the exponent, and the root is the index of your radical, okay? The powers are the negative, not the roots. We cannot have a negative root. You cannot have a negative index, okay? So if you have a negative fraction, the part that's negative is actually the power, not the root. So our goal today is to be able to go back and forth between rational form, rational exponent form, and radical form. So right now, I'm giving you all of these things that are in rational form, and I want you to write them as a radical. So using the concept power over root. So that means you are going to have the square root. You're going to put this base inside here. The index is understood to be a 2. The power is a 9. You leave it as is. Do I have to have that? I would like to show you this. Magic pen. This is a 2 inside there, but it does not need to be there. In fact, it's imaginary. It goes away. So as you use that, understand it fades away and it's totally gone. If you don't see anything there, it's understood to be a 2, and as I said, it goes completely away, okay? So you do not have to have the index of a 2 there. Now, next, that puts me over here. I'm going to put the check mark symbol. I'm going to put the base in of x. Then the power is the numerator goes on the inside, and the root on the outside is the 4. Yes, you have to have the root there. You have to have the 4 there. Now, previously, I said when you have a negative fraction, the negative goes with the top, not the bottom. So here's my check mark symbol. I put my base of x inside there. My root, my power is the negative 2. My root is the 3. However, you could go ahead and rewrite this as 1 over x squared as well. Both of those are correct. Okay? This right here is x to the negative 1.4. That's negative 1 and 4/10. 4/10 reduces down to 2/5 to give me circle rule. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7, so negative 7/5. So now that I got it out of decimal form and put it as a fraction, I now can go ahead and do my check mark with my x. The negative 7 goes there, the 5 goes here. It's negative, so where does it go? It goes to the bottom, so that's 1 over x to the 7th. Okay? So now let's go backwards. Let's get this out of radical form and put it into rational exponent form. So this has a base of x and only x, so this is my power, x is my base, my power is 5, my root is understood to be a 2 because there's nothing there. Done. Next, my power, I have 2 different bases here. You have to acknowledge that you have 2 different bases. 5 is a different base than y. So you have to have this be 5 to the 1/3, y to the 4/3. Okay? How is this different than that one? Because there's parentheses. So now the parentheses are going to have a power of 3 with a root of 2, and you are done. Okay? Simplify each expression. Well, 64 to the 1/3 power, that is going to be check mark of 64. The power is 1, the root is 3. What number multiplied by itself 3 times is 64? Well, that is going to be 4. Done. This right here, I have a base of 3, a base of 3, and a base of 3. That means I'm going to add those exponents. So if I come over to my calculator and I take 1/2 plus 1/3 plus 2/3. 1/2 plus 1/3 plus 2/3 gives you 3 over 2. So I come over here And this gives me 3 and 3 over 2, which means I am taking, check mark, the base is 3, power of 3, root of 2. So if I go ahead and simplify this, that's the square root of 3 squared times 3. That comes out as a 3 times the square root of 3. Tonight's homework is 6-4 worksheet 1, rational exponents.